Welcome to the new course. This is the lecture number 1. The title of the course is Introduction to Engineering, in which we will discuss different contents which is being mentioned in the slide. So objectives of this course are: what is engineering, history of this profession, engineering knowledge, what is engineering knowledge, who are engineers, characteristic and attributes of an engineer, ethical rectitude of an engineer, ethical dilemmas, problem solving approach and techniques. Also we'll discuss some other contents. So these are the objectives which we will discuss and cover in this theory course. The PLOs for this theory course are PLO number 1, PLO number 6 and PLO number 8, which will be fed through the 3 CLOs which is mentioned in the coming slide. Here you can see the course mapping is also mentioned. So we divided this course in 3 modules, 4 modules. First CLO will be from the module number 1 and module number 2, and the second PLO will be covered from module number 4, and the third CLO will be covered from the module number 3. Teaching methodology is also mentioned. Assessment plan, assessment methodology and taxonomy level is also shown in the table. These are the CLOs through which we will feed these 3 PLOs. First is acquire the knowledge of different engineering discipline to get technological exposure, understand responsibility as an engineer to work closely with the society for problem identification for future action. Third is acquire the knowledge of ethical reasoning and to take appropriate actions. So these are the CLOs for this theory course, and these CLOs are further used to feed the 3 PLOs which is mentioned in the previous slide. Learning plan, this is the table which basically shows the modules and different topics that we will cover in the module. In this table only 2 modules has been shown, while the rest of the 2 modules will be covered after midterm exam. The reference book, we have 2 reference books which we will discuss in the coming slide. So these are the topic. In module number 1 we will discuss about engineering, evolution of engineering, effect of the global war, existing material for engineering applications. Then in the coming lecture we will discuss what is engineering, what is science and what is technology, and what is the difference between engineering and science, engineering and technology, and science and technology. Then we will discuss in the second lecture, we will also cover what are the different disciplines of engineering, which include mechanical engineering, civil engineering, aerospace engineering, computer science, computer system engineering, software engineering, and so on. Next is engineering design. So what is engineering design? What are the different steps that involved that are there in the engineering design? So we will cover these all topics in module number 1. And the textbook is also mentioned, and the weekly plan is also, the week wise plan is also mentioned in this table. These are the in this slide, these are the evaluation parameters which will decide your performance in this theory course, and the percentage of the each evaluation parameter is mentioned in this slide. Learning objectives of this lecture: at the end of this lecture, student will learn historical background of engineering. What is the history of engineering in different eras? We have Mesopotamian era, we have Egyptian era, then Greek era, Roman era. Engineering in Middle Ages, development of science, development of engineering, engineering in 20th and 21st century. What are the different engineering society? What engineers are working today? So we'll discuss all these things in this lecture. The recommended books for this theory course has been mentioned. First is Introduction to Engineering by Paul H. Wright, 3rd edition. This chapter and this lecture is being covered from this book. in chapter number 1. You can read the chapter number 1 to learn this lecture or to further detail the different eras, what are their contributions. Second is Engineering Fundamental and Introduction to Engineering by Saeed Mawani, 3rd edition. Why historical background is important? It is important to briefly trace the development of engineering from earliest recorded times to the present day, to know or to study and trace roots of engineering, how old this field is, to know how early people use engineering methods or engineering techniques for the social benefit or for the civic benefits. Historical background teaches us the past civilization and their achievements, their inventions, their struggle, their efforts in this profession. History of engineering. The first era was Mesopotamian era. They focused on the civil work. It means that civil is most oldest discipline in engineering. The ancient dweller of the Mesopotamia, it is basically the land between river Tigris and Euphrates river, and currently it is the country of Iraq. The most prominent ruler of ancient Mesopotamia were the Babylonians and Assyrians. They built first canal, home and temples and wall construction. Assyrian built iron weaponry and the four-wheeled carts or war machine or wagons. Concrete was first introduced by Mesopotamian engineers. They developed instruments for astronomical observation. They built first water supply system. So these are the oldest engineers in this profession or in the field of engineering, and they basically laid the foundation of engineering, and they focused on the civil work rather than the other engineering disciplines. After Mesopotamian engineers, Egyptian engineers also focused on the civil work. They exist in 3300 or 3000 BC. They focused on the planning and construction. They introduced the earliest form of the surveying for effective canal and irrigation system and drainage system. They used rivers for the transportation because at that time horses, vehicles and roads were unknown in Egypt until 1785. They built a tallest, broadest and even durable structure the world would ever see. You can see the pyramids in the picture. Their palaces, temples and tombs were designed in such a way that it looks as a symbol of victory and everlasting power. The best known work of the Egyptian builder are the pyramids, which is still available in the Giza as a reminder of the outstanding engineering skills of the Egyptian. The largest pyramid is known as Great Pyramid, which is 481 feet high and its base covers 13 acres. It is constructed from 2 million stones, and some of the stone weight is more than 30 ton. They build dams and canals for the agriculture purpose or for the irrigation purposes. So they did a great contribution in the field of engineering or in the field of civil engineering. They were outstanding in civil work. Next is Greek engineers. The Greeks are best reminded for their abstract logic and to synthesize the knowledge of the past civilization. It was the golden age of the scientists and engineers. Collection of engineering knowledge was at peak. They started to develop theoretical knowledge rather than relying on its practical application. They built harbors for transportation purposes. They built tunnels, castles, temples, shrines to make Athens the most beautiful and advanced place in the world. Structural engineering and its understanding was at peak. They borrowed concept on the previous civilization regarding the construction of the temples, shrines. First metastructure is attributed to the Greek. They built first metastructure. Mechanical devices like compressor or compress for the compression of the air was introduced in this era. They use pulleys for lifting purposes. Archimedes and the science of the hydrostatic was result of the Greek. Greek developed manufacturing methods and techniques. Archimedes introduced mathematics in Greece. So it was the golden age of the scientists, engineers. They did a lot of contribution. This was basically the revolutionary phase, or the where the engineering field was going to mature. After Greek engineers, Roman engineers contribute in the field of engineering. Again, they focused on the civil work. They were good in the adaptive engineering or antiquity engineering, to replicate or to copy the concepts of the previous civilization and to build their own structure accordingly. So they were good in the copy paste engineering. Most were civil engineers developing road, bridges, made significant advances in the field of architecture and everyday machinery. The cement was first discovered by Roman engineers. They use water wheel trusses and pendative and Colosseum. It's one of the ancient construction still available. So Roman engineers contributes a lot in the field of engineering, and again they focused on the civil work. Engineering in the Middle Ages, 500 to 1580, 800 years after the Roman Empire. So in the Middle Ages, the engineers focus on the structure design, energy saving, power enhancing machines and devices. Fortresses and castles were made, water mills and windmills were introduced. Ship rudders were developed, shipbuilding were introduced, paper, casting of iron, manufacturing of textile was made. Chinese further developed the study of the mathematics. Silk and cotton were manufactured. So they developed their own. This creates our decimal system 0, 1, 2, 3, replacing the Roman numeral system. They write books on the algebra, create the root symbol or root sign, and further development in the field of mathematics. So again, it was the golden era in which the engineering field was further and matured. Development of science, 16th, 17th and 18th century. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the well-known architect and scientist. He is remembered more for his conceptual design rather than practical engineering work. Nicholas, he was well-known astronomer. He gave the concept that the Earth is a moving planet. Galileo, everyone knows, a scientist. He was credited with the discovery of the famous law of falling body or falling bodies. Then we have another scientist, Robert Boyles. He is well known for his contribution. Boyle's law, every student of science knows the Boyle's law. So it was introduced by the Boyles. Robert Hooke, he was known for his theory of elasticity, that stress is directly proportional to strain. Sir Isaac Newton, well-known scientist and mathematician, he introduces the laws, Newton laws, first, second, third, and also he made other contributions. Thomas Newcomen, he first introduces the steam engine, which were used for 75 years almost until James Watt developed steam engine which were efficient as compared to the engine that was developed by Thomas Newcomen. Development of engineering 1750 to 1900 AD. Major invention and development in the field of engineering in this era. James Watt developed the steam engine which replaced the steam engine developed by Newcomen. Charcoal is used for smelting of ore and to reduce the carbon impurity. Steam engines were introduced or were used to power the boat and trains. Major accomplishment in the field of engineering in 19th century. Volta first introduced the electric battery in 1827. Sir Davy introduces the concept of electromagnetism. Faraday introduces the concept of magnetic induction. Thomas Edison, a well-known invention, he developed incandescent bulb. Tesla introduces the induction motor. So these were the inventions which were made in the up to 19th century. Then engineering societies were made. The first institution of the mechanical engineer was formed in 1847. In America by 1908, 5 prominent engineering societies representing civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, chemical and mining and metallurgical engineering has been formed. American Society of Civil Engineers, American Institute of Mining, Metallurgical and Petroleum Engineers, American Society of Mechanical Engineer, a well-known society, ASME, was first introduced and formed in 1880. Then IEEE was formed in 1884. American Institute of Chemical Engineers, this society was formed in 1908. We have other societies which is ASHRAE, Society of Automobile Engineers, and so on. Engineering in 20th century. In 1903, Wright brothers built aeroplanes. At the end of the 20th century, engine-propelled cars and buses were developed and manufactured. Empire State Building, the Sear Building, and George Washington Bridge were constructed, and power dams in nuclear station were made. Transistors, semiconductors, and electronics were introduced and made, which makes a revolutionary step in the field of engineering. Helicopter space shuttles were made. What are engineers working today? They are working on the different advanced level projects in the different engineering disciplines. Few of them has been listed in this slide. The longest tunnel in the world deepest oil well. They are working on the battery technology. They are working on the abstract ideas in sports car by introducing novel aerodynamic designs and materials. Robots, which are currently used in the industries for different industrial operations. They also introduces the concepts of the artificial intelligence, big data, novel. They are working on the novel manufacturing methods, augmented reality, drones, and so on. Historical ages of the main: 2.5 million BC. They were crafting stone for making different objects and parts. Then we have Bronze Age, Iron Age, Middle Age, Renaissance, Industrial Revolution. Then we switch to Machine Age, Plastic Age, and currently we are in the Silicon Age. So you can see different inventions and different novel concepts in the field of engineering, in the field of technology, which has been made or which has been introduced in different ages. Materials are everywhere. We have different materials. We have metals, non-metals, ceramics, we have composite, we have polymers, plastics, and so on, which are used for different engineering application for making objects which has good strength, light in weight, and reliable. Thank you. This was all about this lecture. The lecture has been covered from the chapter 1 of the book, that is Introduction to Engineering by Paul H. Wright. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can discuss in the physical class.